Here we are then, back on the boat. We finally managed to get the sail out here as well. I had to custom make a sail, a bag out of a sail to get our sail in. If you follow us on Instagram, you'll know what I'm on about. And today we're fitting it. Let's see how it goes. I've already taken the reefing lines off and the outhaul. I didn't think you wanted to see that because I was faffing about. It must have taken me about an hour to get all the knots undone because they were pretty tight. They've been on there a while. So let's get the sail off, get the new one on. Well, that was a lot more of a fight than I intended, but it's off. So now we'll swap them over, get the new one on. Hopefully now we know what we're doing. We've gone a lot quicker than it came. We realised we never actually spoke about how we ripped our mainsail. So going dead downwind, we only had the main up. Still making 5 knots, it was quite a strong wind, maybe 20 knots. And the wind shifted, or the boat must have moved slightly and the boom flung over to the other side. Which happens, you know, we didn't have a preventer on, that's maybe our own fault. But the batten, the top batten, was it the top one, the second one, got stuck behind our shroud, and the boat then moved and the boom flung back again, but the batten stayed where it was. So the boom, bottom of the sail moved, the top of it didn't. Big rip all the way across.
The sail was pretty old anyway, like we knew we were going to have to replace it relatively soon, but we were hoping that it would get us across the Atlantic and potentially back to the UK before we could replace it. I'm looking straight into the sun.
I'll show you a close-up of the rip now and just how badly it was damaged. Here we are then, as you can see, ripped straight across and up slightly. But as you can see, the sail was starting to degrade anyway. That's coming off there. The stitching's coming undone. I mean, I could just rip that with my finger. And under there. So, yeah, it was inevitable really. Nice. Sails shouldn't do that.
And relax. Yeah, that's on my split flop. I haven't picked the camera up in a week because we have just been so busy and stressed. So last week, careful you. Last week we were snowboarding in the French Alps, which was awesome. Check out the last video if you haven't seen that. Then it was a long day to get back here. We started at 5 AM, drove down the mountain, gave the hire car back, flew to Valencia, 3-hour stopover in Valencia, and then flew to Tenerife, so we couldn't get a direct flight. I think we got back to the boat maybe about 7:30 in the evening, so it was a long day. And then we've just been crazy working in the marina, like trying to get all the jobs that we need to get done in the marina done so we can get out and stop paying marina prices. The big issue is that our bilge pump was broken and the new one that we bought didn't fit. So long story short, we've actually taken the pump off from the holding tank and put that on as the bilge pump instead, because the holding tank's not essential, but a bilge pump is. We can't go to sea without a bilge pump. So now we have a working bilge pump, and we've sailed to Los Cristianos, which may as well be our second home. Here we are. Oh, here comes a yacht. And yeah, we just want to relax for a few days now. We do still have more jobs that we need to do, but we were really tired after coming back from snowboarding. We just had a lot on our plate trying to get everything done to get out the marina, and it's so good to just relax now with our happy little girl. So we're just getting ready to go to shore, another boat, and have a beach day. It's not amazing weather today, but whatever. Let's get off the boat and let's go have an enjoyable day. Do you want to go to the beach? Yeah. Look at you, Queen of the castle. Our little adventurer is back in her element. We're about to make gingerbread. Tomorrow, even though it's the beginning of February, we're going to have Christmas Day on the boat. We hadn't planned to go home for Christmas because we hadn't planned on ripping a sail and going back to the UK to buy one. So all of Evangeline's Christmas presents that family had sent out with us and we bought are still on the boat, and we wanted to have for Christmas just the three of us. But one thing that we always do at Christmas is make gingerbread. So that's the plan for this afternoon, ready for tomorrow. Evangeline, with her crazy messy hair, is going to help me. She's already put some ginger on the sofa. Yeah, and now you're trying to clear it up. You good girl. So the first thing that we need to do, we've got to get the butter out, and we need to melt that in a pan with the honey and the sugar. That's barbecue sauce, or that's tomato sauce. We don't need that, sweetheart. We're using honey instead of golden syrup because I can't find golden syrup here in the Canary Islands. And if you watched our videos last Christmas, I made a Christmas tree out of honey gingerbread and it was delicious. So I'm gonna try and recreate that recipe again, and hopefully it's gonna work. Should we go melt some stuff? You want to read a story? No, let's go melt some stuff. Sit. How about Daddy sits with you and reads the story and Mummy melts the stuff? Yeah? So in here I have got 250 grams of butter, 200 grams of sugar, and 7 tablespoons of honey. I'm just slowly melting it all down. One thing that I really love about Sareda is that though the windows are in desperate need of a clean, I love how big they are, so that when I'm cooking I've got a lovely view of outside, especially if I'm starting to feel a little bit sick. I can just look at the horizon and I feel fine. I love these big windows. Okay, so the butter's all melted and the sugar has dissolved. Ready to measure out the flour, ginger, and... is that it? Flour and ginger? I'll have to look at the recipe. I want you to mix this in for me. So, ready? 1. 2. Can you mix it, please? Sit down. Good girl. 3. 1.5. This seems like a lot. And 1/4. Are you mixing? You don't look like you're mixing. Shall I help you? Mix it, mix it, mix it. 3 3/4 cups is 600 grams of flour, by the way. The recipe is in grams, but we can't use scales on the boat because we're rolling around too much, so I have to convert it to cups. Does it taste yum? We haven't put the ginger in yet. Should we put the ginger in now? Right. And a teaspoon. Ginger. Did you want to shake and keep it in? It's okay. Can you shake some in? Do you want a wipe? There you go. Good girl. Thank you. That was clever. Let's keep mixing. Let's mix this ginger in. Again, that's to stop you falling out. And we're rolling and the ferries come past. Pat, 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 like a sandcastle. I need to close that curtain because it is hot and sunny. Our big windows are letting too much light in. Too much sunlight is making it too hot. Oh, okay. Alright, boss. I'll keep stirring. Pat, pat, pat. So, the aim is actually to make a gingerbread boat. It's a really good plan, but I actually have no idea how to even start. I really don't think this is going to work out very well. So this is supposed to be the bottom of the boat and then the deck. They were supposed to be the same size and they're not. Even though I traced round one. These are supposed to be the sides. That's supposed to be the mast, which is that's not going to stay. That's definitely going to fall apart. And these are the windows, like in the pilot house. I've got loads of mixture left. I really should have maybe, I don't know, put more thought into this. I started off making it quite small because I was worried I would run out of gingerbread, but you don't like it.
It's okay. Oh, where's that ended up?
I will use all this mixture to make some gingerbread biscuits. But I'm still going to try with the gingerbread boat. Come practice. In a few years' time, after a few Christmases of practice, maybe I'll make an amazing gingerbread boat. With my little helper. That's you, miss. You. Yeah, you. Daddy. And Daddy. We've got fishies on you. Fishies outside. Apples.
Stick it on there.
So this is the finished product. Wouldn't really say it's a showstopper, but it's not that bad, to be honest. Evangeline's building her own one over here. I had envisioned melting the sherbet lemons in to make the windows. Yeah. And also the mast was supposed to be higher, it snapped. But overall,
Thank you.
I think it's a pretty good job. Are you enjoying your pancakes? And your raspberries and your strawberries? Christmas Day breakfast. Yum, yum, yum. Evangeline didn't really understand opening presents, but she enjoyed them once they were open. And we had a lovely day celebrating Christmas as a family, just the three of us, in February.